Welcome back to my channel, friends. It is the end of March and it is still pretty cloudy and cool here, but these trees are really starting to get buds on them, so I need to get them pruned. I have two pretty big now. These are 3-year-old plum trees in front of my garden gate. There are two different varieties that they pollinate each other. One is a really dark red plum, and this one is the one that it needs to pollinate. I have never gotten a plum off of that tree, but I have gotten one off the red plum tree. So I'm just clearing out all the new growth on these and cutting off the tops. I did accidentally break a branch when I tried to cut it, so I have this pruning sealer that I am going to paint onto that and heal up that wound so that it doesn't get diseased from that cut, hopefully. And I'm just trying to clean out the center. You can see where this one grows so much during the year, but I'm just trying to clear it out and leave the bigger branches. And then I cut them down to where I can reach the fruit on them. Then we're going to get some potatoes in the ground. I had these are russet potatoes that I'm planting this year. I actually had these from another Idaho farmer from last year and had them in the back of my pantry, and they just really sprouted a ton. So I've cut each potato into quarters, and then I let those sit overnight and kind of scab over so that they don't rot in the ground. Then what I'm doing is I've already prepared this garden bed. So it has new mulch on it. It's all been raked out and it's got some, actually, what was in this bed last year? I believe this one had flowers in it. So you don't want to plant potatoes in the same raised bed every year. You want to move them around so that they don't get diseases. So this one had flowers in it last year. We did add about 3 inches of new mulch on top of it. And then I am just digging holes that are about 3 to 4 inches deep, and they're about 6 inches apart each. And I'm just going around on both sides of my drip line here and planting the potatoes. What you do is you just put them in with the eyes facing up, and then you bury them up. Now, after these sprout and grow a little while, we will add more soil to the tops of these because the potatoes grow in the roots, and the more soil they have around them or the deeper they are, the more potatoes that you get. We have had a particularly cold and gray winter and spring so far, and it is the spring break season for my kids in school. So we're going to head down to St. George, and I'm going to take you guys with me on a beautiful home tour. This is the home of Brigham Young in St. George, Utah, which was built in about 1869 and has been totally restored. You're funny. Brigham Young was a prophet for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which this is Utah, and so this is one of the areas that they settled and built a tabernacle and a temple, and then he built this home. But the only wood that they had here was pine, and he hated pine. So it's so funny, everything is made out of pine, but they've really meticulously painted all the wood that the home is built with so that it looks like hardwood, like oak. But it is really beautiful, and I love the way that they have it laid out with all the furniture from that time period, and you can go through and walk through it, and they'll give you a tour and talk about all the details. And this is open to the public, so anyone can go and enjoy this beautiful home. It's kind of like a little homestead. It's probably on about an acre. They have a vineyard and fruit trees and a little garden outside the kitchen. All the old hardware and everything is just perfectly restored. And it's just very fun to walk through. Even you'll see this wood burning stove that they cooked on, which it had 2 little buckets. One had water in it, one had sand for putting out grease fires and putting out fire on their clothes. And then I just loved all the antiques in this house. Everything's from the same time period, so you can see the hutches, the chairs, the tables, everything. I really loved that pie safe in that back pantry. And then, of course, the cast iron ironing clothes irons that they'd heat up on their wood stove that they also cooked with. Then there's one of my little favorite crocks back there for turning butter in, and that pie safe in the back is so beautiful. I am always looking for these on Facebook Marketplace. These stairs are so funny. It's so funny how much bigger everything is now. These stairs are probably not 3 feet wide. And they're pretty steep, but it comes up. All the bedrooms are in the second story. And I love the style of this home. It's the same style that I built my home, with the gabled upstairs and the gabled rooms just built into the attic. It takes up and uses up every amount of space in this home possible, and they do it so beautifully. I also love how in this room the windows are low to the ground, and all this furniture is from the early 1800s. I thought this was beautiful. Look at this handmade quilt that they had on here, and then the little pots that they kept at their beds because they didn't have indoor plumbing at the time, so that's where they went to the bathroom at night. This is the second bedroom upstairs, and I just thought it was so charming. And the bed and the quality of the furniture is so beyond what they make anymore these days. Just beautiful. This was Brigham Young's bedroom. And I thought it was so funny because his bed seems so short. And I asked if he was a short man, and they said he was about 5'10", which is pretty average. But the bed just looks so short to me. But this was a beautiful home and so fun to walk through. And the colors are the original paint colors that they had on the walls, the light fixtures, everything. And then this is at the top of the stairs. So you get this cute little foyer at the top of the stairs, and it has a balcony off one side. But the quality and the workmanship of the wood is just so beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour with us. We also toured the tabernacle there, which was built about the same time. Look at this basement. I love that stone. They didn't let me go down there, but I got to take a peek in, and it is just gorgeous. And then this is this is the kitchen garden right off of the kitchen. They have a back porch with a little herb garden there. And then it's just kind of like a little homestead. So this is a huge pecan tree, a huge fig tree, and then they have the grapevines, so they have their own little vineyard. All around the house was planted rosemary and just a whole bunch of herbs that you can actually eat and enjoy. So the whole yard, the whole acre was filled with food. All the plants were food that you could eat. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and we'll see you next time.